Hi, and welcome back to the Myth of Hockey. I appreciate it. So basically, this is introduction part B, or episode 1B, if you will. So this one, what you're about to watch, this video I made a few years ago, and it's about what I mentioned earlier in episode 1, introduction 1, about goalies not playing a sport or a position that's within their human capacity. And just to give you a further explanation, what I mean by that is when Crosby passes it to Malkin, he passes it within a speed that Malkin can receive it or within human limits or reflex or reactionary time. So he's not going to fire a pass across that Malkin can't react to. So that's what I mean. The rest of the sport of hockey, they play it within their human capacity. But when Crosby fires a puck from 19 feet away in the slot, it's traveling at such a speed that goalies can't react to it. So goaltenders do not play a sport that's really within their human capacity or their reflex or reactionary time, or they can't manufacture a tracking save via their reaction time or reflex. So again, I made this video a few years ago. I used the best goalies in the world only, so there's no excuse that, oh, that guy stinks. So I've used Price and Holtby, just to name a couple. And you will see what you're about to see is revolutionary to the point where it's not new, but it's new information to the hockey world. Because most of us think goalies are pulling off miraculous saves. And what you're about to see, I'm sorry, again, is going to turn the hockey world upside down. So watch it. Be critical if you wish, but have an open mind at the very least. And you will see the myth of hockey unfold in front of you. So hockey's great illusion. What does this mean? Part 1, reflexes. Goaltending reflexes. This is a perfect example of a goaltender's reflex not activating. Rick Nash shot that puck from the hash marks, and it clearly beats Price. So why did this shot go in? It seems like a real simple question, but why? We have seen goalies, including Price, make saves on the same distance or same type of shot. So why was this shot any different? I wanted answers. So this puck is shot from the middle of the hash mark, and the first hash mark is about 14 feet. As the puck comes off shooter's stick, Price, at the very same moment, drops his glove into a blocking save position. Why did he do this? His instincts and reflex must have sent a message to parts of his brain that the shooter release distance was beyond his human tracking ability, or what I have coined shot tracking distance. This comes from facing tens of thousands of shots. So why does he drop his glove out of position and then try to rise it back into position? So this puck is well past Price's glove before his reflex actually activates. So as you can see, the puck is now 5-6 feet past him before his glove actually goes to lift into the air. So his tracking was off. Here are plenty more goals that Price was unable to make a reflex save on or tracking save on. What happens to a goalie's reflex from shot to shot? Why do certain shots go in and certain ones do not? So let's show you goals first. Here is a backhand, again from about 16 feet, that clearly beats his glove and his reflex. And these goals, as you can see, are coming from well out, and they're not exactly slap shots. They're just sort of a little flick of the wrist, and they're beating him from far distances, further distances than I originally thought possible. I will bet you most NHL goalies think from these distances they can track pucks, but guess what? They cannot. This is clear proof, and we are aware that Carey Price is arguably the best goalie in the world. But were you aware that he has average reflexes? Because these shots are clearly proving that his reflexes are not cat-like or super reflexes. And again, these shots, not to be repetitive, are coming from pretty far distances out. Now, this is a bit of a slap shot, so that one I get. But look at all these wrist shots. Boom, top corner. No reflex activation. Not soon enough. Again, top corner. Slow reaction times. Boom, top corner. Slow reaction times. So that one went through his legs and he still couldn't close the 5-hole in time. And in super slow motion, you can see that he's not even close to tracking this puck. So the puck now goes through his legs and now he finally starts to shut the door down. But it's far too late. So not picking on Price, I just thought I would use him because he's perceived as the best goalie in the world. So what about other goaltenders' reflexes or other stars in the league? So here's, from this far out, I would have thought for sure Lundqvist would have had the reflex capacity to stop this shot. But as we watch it, you can clearly see he too drops into a blocking save position by dropping his glove, but his glove was in the right spot in the first place. So he's obviously not tracking this puck. So again, from a different angle, you can clearly see his glove's in the right spot. He drops the glove out of the position, and then his reflex realizes it, oh, it's higher than my glove, but he's too slow to react. Again, another star goaltender in the league, Pekka Rinne. No, it didn't hit the D-man. Once again, a distance that I thought Rinne would be able to track, but he's clearly off there. Holtby, again, another star goaltender in the league. You can clearly see that this puck beats his reflex. And again, he goes into a blocking save position and then the puck goes off the top of his glove. So his reflex wasn't even fast enough to move a few inches. This is puzzling me. When I've been watching these goals for dozens of years, I was certain goalies were tracking snap or wrist shots from this well out or from these distances. But again, another star goaltender in the league, and he just simply whiffs at it because his tracking abilities are just not fast enough to track this puck. There's a different angle of it, and you can clearly see that puck is from well outside the hash marks, and again, it just beat. And why are goalies going always into a butterfly? That proves to me that they're just getting into a blocking save position, not trusting their reflex. And again, look at this. This puck goes well past him before he actually puts the blocker in the shot path. So to me, as I watch these goals going in from these far distances, I thought goalies had cat-like reflexes. I mean, we've heard it for dozens and dozens of years that these goalies are making magnificent saves, but as I'm watching these, and I'm just giving you, 25 shots basically, and these goalies aren't even close to manufacturing reflex saves on these shots. And again, here the goalie is just guessing puck location and path from the shooter's stick information, but still that doesn't help his reflex, and it's too slow to track the exact puck location to put the blocker on it. And that's not even top corner. And here's Matt Murray, Stanley Cup winning goalie twice. Once again, puck well past his reflex before it activates. The blocker and the leg don't extend until the puck is at least 8-9 feet past him. Now they're in position where it should have been. So goalies are simply dropping into a butterfly or semi-butterfly blocking save position, hoping to get a piece of the puck. It's becoming apparent they do not trust the reflex and tracking capacities from these distances. Again, you can see that puck is well past him before reflex activation. Here he is again. This puck is shot. Goaltender drops into a blocking save position. Again, he's lowering his glove, even though the puck's not even going on that side. So that's telling me that his tracking is off. The blocker and leg finally extend, but far too late. So goalies' reflexes are not as quick as I once thought. Again, another Stanley Cup winning goalie. I believe this is Crawford. And again, you'll see from this distance, tracking far too late. Puck just simply beats him, beats his activation. Again, from a different side, beats the blocker. Arm lifts, but again, the puck's well past him before that arm actually gets into the proper shot path. Look how far this is taken out. This is almost top of the circle. Too slow of a reflex activation, even for just a few inches. That puck goes over his glove maybe 7, 8, 9 inches, and he still can't track it. And again, these aren't slap shots. These are just little snap and wrist shots, a flick of the wrist, and goalies are not even close to tracking and reacting and making a reflex save. And I'm starting to sound repetitive, but I have to show many of these so people don't think it's a one-off. Oh, that was just, but reflexes don't come and go, people. I don't believe that. So if his reflex isn't fast enough, Cam Moore, to stop this shot, why is it fast enough to stop another shot from this same distance? Well, maybe they're not stopping shots at these speeds from these distances. Maybe we have to look at the saves now as we watch dozens of these goals just simply beat reflex activation by these NHL stars. Again, Holtby, Puck just simply, I think that's Holtby, correct me if I'm wrong, but again, it doesn't matter. I mean, this is an NHL goalie regardless. Look how far this shot's taken out. This is from a fairly far distance. And again, simply beats reflex activation. It's beyond their human capacity to be stopping pucks from this far out. This concludes part one. At this point, I hope you're starting to at least question the ability of these goaltenders making miraculous stops, manufactured